The December issue of Outlook Money is on the stands. It's available for everyone. And this time we have a bouquet of stories starting from whatever is happening in the stock markets to careers. After COVID, there are new number of career options that are coming up. But coming back to the cover story, the cover story deals with the stock market where the index has increased and many points following its fall sometimes in March, and has been hitting new highs almost regularly. Now, all the frontline stocks are very costly. So what does a retail investor do? I mean, do they shell out that amount of money at a time when the stocks are increasing and most of the stocks are hitting highs every week or maybe very regularly? Um, it might be a difficult situation and a difficult decision to invest because those costly stocks you buy, you invest in them, and then suddenly tomorrow there might be a correction and you might see their values come down, so you might think your investments are going down. So the cover story deals with what is happening to the mid and the small segment stocks. uh, those are affordable, you can buy them, but you have to keep your eyes open. The do's and don'ts, there are a lot of do's and don'ts because small and mid sector companies, not all of them are very strong as the frontline ones, the bigger ones. And if you don't select nicely or don't go into the black and whites or read between the lines, there are chances you might lose money. The cover story deals with mid and small segment stocks, and it gives you an insight, in fact, a detailed insight of which are the sectors you should look at, what are the companies you might look at, so that your investments, the money, your hard-earned money which you invest in the stock market for this kind of stocks, you get a good return on them. This is one. The second story which we have also is on the stock market, which talks about what to do when you have invested in the market and you are not sure what to do, because as I said earlier, the stocks are increasing, prices have gone up, and everybody is talking about a correction. So do you hold, do you sell off, or what do you do? To get a detailed insight of what you need to do with your investments in the equity markets, especially when you have stocks on the frontline stocks, you should read this story of ours, which will give you a better view of how to go about it. Well, that was about the stock market, about people who are savvy with investments, they regularly invest. Now, India has a background of not teaching kids financial education. So we have a story, we have a story which talks about how financial education can be imparted to kids, starting from 3 years to 4 years of age, right up to class 10, 12, till the time they are nearly ready to face the world. Uh, given the Indian traditional way of raising a child, we don't teach them finances, because finances are supposed to be handled by the head of the family. And by the time this person or this kid becomes a grown man, he has no idea how to control his expenses or how to frame his budget. This story will give you an insight of how you should educate your kids so that they are ready in terms of handling the money which you give them.